is Father Ken Lau, and welcome to the new episode of Nuggets for the Soul. I've been a priest for more than 8 years now, and I work a lot with other priests, religious sisters, and also the lay people in the parish. And of course, as we work with people, there will be conflicts. And there's a part of me that wants to avoid conflicts. And I think it has to do with a fear of not handling those conflicts well. Because growing up, I learned just to handle conflicts either by repressing my emotion or having an emotional outburst. And I don't want that. Those are not healthy ways of dealing with conflict. So I just shared this with another person, and this person suggested that I read this book, Emotionally Healthy Leader. And the definition of emotionally unhealthy leader is someone who operates in a continuous state of emotional and spiritual deficit, lacking emotional maturity, and a being with God sufficient to sustain their doing for God. Okay. As I read this book, I could see that there's still room for growth for me to become emotionally healthy. And it talks about the inner life and the outer life. It says here, building a ministry, a church, or a nonprofit is a lot like building a skyscraper. First, you dig down for the foundation, and then you build up. The foundation, in this case, is your inner life. Okay? And the inner life has 4 areas: facing your shadow, leading out of your marriage or singleness, slow down for love in union, and practice Sabbath delight. And the outer life has 4 areas also: planning and decision making, culture and team building, power and wise boundaries, and endings and new beginnings. I've just finished reading the inner life, so I'm just going to speak more about that, and maybe in a future video I'll talk more about the outer life. And in the facing the shadows, it just talks about how our family of origins have affected us, right? Like for me, I had traumas in the past. I was growing up, and there were a lot of lies that I believe in, that thinking that I'm not good enough, that I need to be perfect in order to be loved or to be accepted. There were also unhealthy commandments that I believe in when I was growing up. One of that is saying that what you do is more important than who you are. So what happened there is I base my self-worth on performance. So if I'm doing well, I feel good. If I'm failing, I feel bad. The other thing is lead out of your marriage or out of your singleness. And the fruitfulness of our ministry must come from our relationship with other people, with your spouse or others. And Father Bob Bedard, the founder of the community that I belong to, the Companions of the Cross, would say that the fruitfulness of our ministry must be the fruit of our quality of our life together as priests and seminarians. Also here it talks about slowing down for loving union. And because of my temperament of being a choleric, I have a tendency to just work, not really prioritizing my loving union with God, okay, or with other people. That's why in this book it talks about the rule of life, wherein you keep 4 areas balanced, the 4 areas of prayer, rest, relationship, and then work. And the last area is about practice Sabbath delight. So Sabbath is allotting 1 day of rest during the week. And usually as a priest, my day off is on a Monday. But sometimes I still work on Mondays, or sometimes I still check on my emails. So I'm not really resting well. So this book has assessment on how you're doing in those 4 areas of your inner life, and also will give you some pointers on how to grow or how to deal with those areas that you are struggling with. So I really hope that you read this book, Emotionally Healthy Leader. God bless. Living Saint, Jesus, Mary, Joseph, we trust in you.